Welcome to the Run Your Day podcast, a show dedicated to helping you expand your capacity, take your life in every area to an entirely new level, and creating a day and a life by design. Here's your host, Dan Hafner. Hello, everyone. Welcome into another episode of the Run Your Day podcast. As always, your host, Dan Hafner, joining you here today. It's a great day, my friends. It's a great day. It's a great day. Today's topic is this: execution is key. As always, appreciate you guys coming on and listening to the show. Okay, so if you caught the last episode, I talked a little bit about the importance of review and how to kind of walk through at least your week on a weekly basis to just kind of review what you've done, what you've learned from it, and how you can then rise above it. If you haven't checked out that episode, I highly encourage you to just pause this one, go back and listen to the last one, the importance of review, and then come back, because what I'm kind of doing here is building on that. And we're going to talk about the execution then of how you kind of go from that review into the next logical phase, which is rising above the previous goals that you have set in any area of your life, and how to actually execute those to actually get that shit done. Okay. So plain and simple, execution just comes down to focus. Like, I could sit here and just kind of wrap the show up with that. I mean, honestly, it comes down to a laser, unbelievable focus to do the things that you know need to be done. Like, you have the plan already, you just have to do it. Nike had it perfect when they said just do it. Like that, there'll never be a slogan, I think, in the history of companies ever that's just better than just do it. It just encapsulates so many things, right? Because people are like, well, I have this plan and I have this structure and I have my to-do list, but then I got all these unforeseen obstacles that come up, right? All the different chaos of life comes up, all the different other people's priorities, unforeseen fires that come up, just everyone's different things just firing at you, just boom, 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 boom. It's just like we're bombarded these days by just all the different things of the information age, right? Like social media, your hundreds of emails per day, phone calls, Skype messages, Slack messages, whatever the hell, right? Like, there's just tons of different things which get in the way and hinder your execution. And then you start to get into this place of frustration. Like, I've been there a lot. Even having a growing business now, like I'm finding that out even more at a deeper level, that it's just like sometimes you just have too many things coming at you from too many angles, and execution is hard. Like, I get it. And that's kind of why I wanted to come on here and kind of share with you guys this. So, right, it all comes back to this concept of focus, but it also, when you get the unforeseen obstacles coming up, I go back to the time quadrant that I've spoken about on the show before, highlighted in the 7 habits of highly effective people, in the time quadrants that are in there by Stephen Covey, right? The important and non-urgent, the urgent but not important, the non-urgent and important, and then the non-urgent and non-important. I think I hit all 4 of those. Haven't read it in a while, but basically, there's these 4 different quadrants, and a lot of us get sucked into this non-urgent and non-important category, which is social media, things that aren't driving you forward, the stupid little sedation things, water cooler talks, like all these different things that just are not actually productive. And there's a time and place for these. Like, I'm not saying you have to be laser focused at 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Like, that's impossible. But you can get yourself to be more focused and be more purposeful with your time by being cognizant and being mindful of what you're actually doing and getting back to your focus. Like, oh, am I drifting towards a different quadrant? Am I just kind of drifting towards the non-important, non-urgent things when I should be focusing on the important things? Right. And when it comes down to execution, I just want you guys to focus on the speed of execution, not perfection. Right. The speed of execution is critical. And this doesn't matter what area of your life you're talking about, whether it's your body, marriage, business, whatever it might be. the more you get used to just this speed of execution, just saying fuck perfect, like this isn't going to be perfect. It needs to just get done. And I think a lot of, especially entrepreneurs, fall into this trap, right? We get so caught up in, oh man, this got to be perfect. This website's got to be perfect. I got caught up thinking for so long, this podcast has to be perfect. Everything I do has to be perfect. And you realize like that. Not only does that just kind of take away your credibility, because nothing in this world is perfect. When I misspeak on here, when I go off on tangents, when I lose my focus, like it shows that, I'm not perfect on this show. And even I have room for improvement the more I do this and the more I do this. Right. But it's speed. It's every day I do this. I do this shit in one take. Like I don't re-record this stuff. I don't go and edit it big time, like cut parts out that I don't like. I literally just hit record, I talk, hit stop, and I upload the shit. Like it's not um we get so caught up in just like, oh, I got to make sure it sounds like this and it has this and no, like you just have to execute shit. You have to do things. You're never going to get through and break through this execution barrier that you have if you continually want things to be perfect. Conditions are never going to be perfect. Timing's never going to be perfect. The people around you are never going to be perfect. You're never going to be perfect. So what the hell are you waiting for everything to be perfect for? It's not going to be. Like, wake up. It's just not going to be perfect. So you have to get used to the speed of execution and just making sure that, like, okay, this needs done, go do it. Like if it's not perfect, well, okay, we did it as best we could, but the job got done, right? And so I want to there's a couple different people out there, right? There's people that kind of work off of to-do lists, and then there's people, maybe you're someone that doesn't work off of a to-do list. Now me, like I'm a very structured person. I've never really was like this when I was younger, but the older I've got, the more I've realized like I just got to have to-do lists. Like I'm just kind of that person now. And not that I have them all over the place. Like I've experimented with, I don't know how many apps, how many different things on my phone, the reminders thing, like notebooks, physical notebooks, voice notes. Like I've experimented with so much shit. And I finally have found a system I think that's starting to work for me a little bit better. Um, it's not perfect. No system is perfect, but that's just how I'm structured. Like if I need to see what I need to get done, or I'm not going to do it. Like I can't remember this stuff. I don't know if my memory's shot from playing football or drinking too much in college or what the hell it is, but I can't remember a lot of the things that I need to do. So I need to write them down. So I spend about 5 to 10 minutes every day of literally just making my to-do list in order of priorities. So this helps me with my speed of execution. Like it's literally just easy, like boom, 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 just down the list, and I'm done. And that's the system that works for me. That is what allows me to facilitate speed of execution, faster results, and just getting more shit done in quantities. Right now, if you don't work off of a to-do list, I know a lot of people that just I get kind of frustrated and I'm like, man, like how do you know how to get all this stuff done? You don't have a to-do list, you don't have like a thing to plan off of, to go off of. But some people are like that. And if that's you, kudos. Like I wish I was like that. I mean, I learned my system that I just need a to-do list. But if you're someone that just, kind of wings it throughout the day, you know what you need to get done and you just go do it, that's great. And what I will say to you out there is that your focus on your execution is still important. Like you're clearly someone that can focus better, but I can almost guarantee you that there's still gaps in what you could be executing by not writing things down, by not actually tracking metrically what you are getting done on a day-to-day basis. And if you're not, then you can tell me to pound salt. Like I don't give a shit. I'm just saying like the process that works for me, whether you have a to-do list and you work off a to-do list or you don't, whatever you use, whether you use paper, app, like whatever the hell you use, focus is still the important thing. Like it all comes back to focus. You're bringing what you need to get done into focus through the plan that you had previously constructed. And you said, okay, these things are now important to me in order for me to rise above what I previously did and grow and expand and get bigger and better results. So these are the important things. This is like the one thing I need to do, like the one thing that I'm chasing. And a lot of people that don't work off of to-do lists, they know that one thing that they're just chasing, and all the different tasks that they do throughout the day that they execute on are serving ultimately that one big thing that you're working towards. And that's a great way to do it as well. I can't really speak to that intelligently, just simply because that's not really how I personally roll. Like I just roll off of a to-do list. Now I'm always chasing my weekly goals, which are contributing to my monthly goals, which are contributing to my quarterly goals, which are contributing to my yearly goals, which is a freaking intense ass process to go through to actually break that down. And we have a process that I'm working on to bring to the Run Your Day website that actually can help you walk you through this and get super freaking clear, breaking down from like, this is my yearly goal. This is my first quarterly goal for that. Breaking that down into 3 monthly goals, and then breaking those monthly goals down into weekly and even daily goals. So your actual process supports your ultimate vision. And that's a process that I'm working on to try to, I've mastered in my life. And I want to bring resources in coaching and classes and online resources for you guys to actually be able to do that. So that's coming soon to the website. So keep a lookout for that. I'll email you guys, update you on that as well. But either just speed of execution, right? Like just getting back to the simple thing that I started with. It's all about focus. The more laser focused you can become on the specific things that you are doing today. Like tomorrow is gone, or I'm sorry, yesterday is gone. It's gone. It's done. You did what you did. It's not good or bad. It was, right? Tomorrow is just it's never reachable. No one's ever seen tomorrow, right? So all you can focus on is today. So what do you need to do today to get laser focused, execute your plan, and get used to the speed of execution? Like that's my question for you guys today. What can you do? Like you have to get laser focused. You have to stop the social media things, like you're just constantly sedating on Instagram and Facebook. You have to stop the random YouTube watching, the binging of Netflix. Like if this shit is more important to you that you want to achieve, you have to cut that stuff out. You have to get more focused. You have to get laser focused on what you're doing, and nothing can stand in your way. It's cliche to say, but it's true. I'm freaking living this shit. Like it happens. The more laser focused I've become on what I want to do, to grow this podcast, to build my app, to grow that presence, to build a freaking business. Like it's true. And I didn't believe this shit for a long time because I was like, well, I don't know. I can't be that focused. I can't do that. I don't have these skills. I don't have this resource. No, it's all crap. Like your focus will determine your reality. Like I'm pretty sure that's a quote from like Star Wars. I think it was Qui-Gon Jinn or whatever. Maybe you're not a Star Wars fan, but your focus determines your reality. And it's true. That's pure truth right there. Right. So that is that's all I got for you guys today. I just wanted to build on the episode that I did for you guys last time. Again, if you haven't listened to that, go back and listen to it. But if you already have, then hopefully you got a little bit more of a game plan moving forward with the speed of your execution. Okay. So that's how we run our day. That's how we get things done. That's how we take our lives to the next level. Focus. All right, my friends. So that's going to wrap up the show today. Appreciate you guys joining. As always, head over to runyourday.run. Follow us on social media, all the different things. Please leave us a review on iTunes if that is where you listen to this. Any positive reviews obviously help the show grow and help this impact more people. All right, my friends, that's all for today. Check back tomorrow or for the next show whenever this comes available. And really appreciate you guys joining. Make it a great rest of your day.
Thank you for listening to the Run Your Day podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, feel free to share today's show with friends and family. Until next time, have a great day.